Yes, so that was just remove myself. That was the man of the hour. That was the man of the hour. The special guest, he just hit me up. He getting ready to pull up, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. So thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of Tim's Tidbit. Today we're gonna be talking about NinjaTrader, my platform of choice for trading futures. You know, for trading futures, there's many platforms out there, but NinjaTrader is just my platform of choice. The YouTube is the youtube.com/slash the new TLR. YouTube.com/slash the new TLR. Baby, pin that on IG for me. YouTube.com/slash the new TLR. When you put it in, I'll pin it. All right. Let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. You want me to leave you up there or bring you back to the lobby? Yeah. All right. Okay, I'll leave you up there. All right. If you need to unmic and say anything, you can. Unmute and say anything. You can just unmute and say something if you need to. All right, y'all. Let's get into it, man. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what we got to do first up out the back. We got to get this disclaimer out of the way. Y'all know what it is. Y'all can say it with me by now, man. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary. Nothing I say should be taken as financial advice. Do your own research. Investing involves considerable risk, and you should always consult a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. You feel me? Yo, man, moving on from disclaimer, you know what I like to do next, man. I like to shout out my family, man. I love to shout out my family. Y'all know who it is first up to bat, man. My little sister Kiki Williams, Stocks to Freedoms, baby. You feel me? Stocks to Freedom. If you want to be a part of an amazing community, hit up my sister Kiki Williams, Stock Queenie on Instagram. Join Stocks to Freedom. Shout out PDub, shout out Lex, shout out Boyd, shout out Doc, shout out Stock Baby, shout out everybody in the quantity. Everybody in Stocks to Freedom, man. I'm gonna start calling names before I leave somebody and somebody's feelings get hurt. Shout out to Come Up series. Everybody know Mark and Jolene. I need to update my slide because they don't go live on Thursdays no more. They go live on Tuesday. They said they're gonna revamp something new for Thursdays. I don't know what it is, but I need to update my slide. But shout out AJ and TiVo. They do the supplement of Sundays on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock on the Come Up series YouTube channel. Plugging me and Learn with Lex gonna be doing the supplement of Sunday. We're gonna be talking about futures on the 20th, March 20th on Supplemental Sundays on the Come Up Series YouTube channel. Shout out the world famous Barn Bullies, my brother Jason Sweeting, aka NinjaTrader. You want to be a part of an amazing community. You want to learn how to trade futures from the man who taught me. That's Jason Sweeting, NinjaTrader. Disclaimer, 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 full disclosure. Let me pin this comment real quick. Boom. Full disclosure. If you use the link that's in my bio now, it is an affiliate link right now. So if you join Jason's course now, it is affiliate link. If you use my link, I do get a commission. It don't cost you nothing extra. Just like to be upfront with y'all. I've been promoting NinjaTrader course since way back because that's the man that taught me and I stand by it. Shout out to the cousin Zay, aka Stock Zay on Instagram with the runners. You want to be a part of a amazing community? Holla at the cousin Zay. Learn with Lex. I just talked about Lex. Me and Lex gonna be doing supplemental Sundays together on March 20th on the Come Up series. Shout out Charles Coney, Uncle Charles. Y'all need to book a one-on-one with this man if you trying to get your investing future together, your financial path on the right track. Book a one-on-one with Charles Coney. He got him going for the low. You ain't gonna find him no cheaper than that. You better get with him. Trading with a dummy. Shout out to homie Mark. Shout out to homie Mark. We got the man himself in the building. Shout out to homie Mark. Trading with a dummy YouTube. He always do, very informative and educational videos, usually reviewing somebody group, just trying to keep it, keep it real for the family so that they'll understand when they getting scammed or when they not getting scammed and what's good stuff out there. Just broadening your horizons to different things. Shout out to cousin Amit, Tag. Everybody call him Tag. Him and Brandon, they got Right Seat. It's all about, this metaverse matrix resume blending, resumes with companies and putting stuff together and getting your finance, your business work path. I don't know what all to do, but hey, They out there. Jay disconnected for some reason. And then the professor. I oopsed up on the professor. He a good dude. He a day trader. He day trade stocks. He don't do futures. So if you want to learn how to day trade stocks, pull up on the professor. Day trade professor on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Pull up on him. And then you can learn how to day trade with shares. You can learn how to day trades with shares. And the man is back in the building, Mr. Bun Bully himself. Okay. What we gonna do? We gonna go through it. Like I said, we gonna go through it relatively quick. We gonna, just get like a brief introduction to NinjaTrader, and then we gonna yield the floor. Oh, my mama in the building. I gotta stop and say hey to my mama. Hey, mama. We gonna after I run through this right here, we gonna yield the floor for any questions that people may have for Mr. Jason Sweetie. I know y'all see his name on my slide every week. Now you can put a face with the name, the man that taught me how to trade futures. So if you got questions for the man, feel free to ask the questions when we finish the presentation. This slide from last week. Y'all remember I told you my platform and broker that I use for futures is NinjaTrader, NinjaTrader.com. These the pros and cons that we went over last week for NinjaTrader. You know what I'm saying? These some of the pros that I got, these some of the cons that I got. You know what I'm saying? One pro that I got, you get 14 days free data, and you can just recycle and rinse and repeat. Just keep using different emails. That's what I did. I ran through about 7 to 8 of them when I first bought the Bun Bullets course, the Bun Mastery course, should I say. They call us the Bun Bullets. You know what I'm saying? I went through about 7 to 8 emails before I went live. You get a lifetime license for $10.99. I got my lifetime license with a Bun Bullet discount. I paid $9.99. I got a Bun Bullet discount, right? They offer discount intraday margins, meaning their rate to day trade futures is less than an average broker, than a non-discount broker. I'll say, depending on what instrument you trade, you can trade the ES for $500. You can trade the MES for $50 per contract intraday. So they have like discounted intraday margins. You can get playback and sim mode. You know what I'm saying? I like they charting and tools. You know what I'm saying? Like in playback mode, you can back test to your heart's content. You got to download the data, so you can only download up to like 3 months back, I believe, but you can back test to your heart's content. And once you download it, it's on your computer. So if you download it now and a year from now you want to go back and back test on that day, long as it's still on your computer, you can go back and back test it. The cons, they ain't got no mobile app that I know of. So it's a little antiquated, meaning, it's outdated really when it comes to like the newer technology, because it's like if you want to trade with it, the best way to trade with it is being on your PC. You can do it on a Mac, but you got to do it through parallels and all of that right there. And it used to give me a headache doing it through my Mac. So you got to do it on your PC, and you got to stay connected to the internet while you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't trade from your mobile, like how you can connect TradeStation to, some other brokers and trade with the mobile app. I don't know if any mobile app you can do it with it. The playback be kind of glitching with the charts, like the candles be doing some weird stuff sometime. And then the desktop and the website is like totally separate things, meaning like I can't just go into my NinjaTrader desktop app and like add money to my account. I got to go through the website to add money. It seemed like it's like totally separate, maybe because the platform and the broker, like you can use a different broker from the platform. So I'm assuming that's why they do it, because I use the NinjaTrader broker, but they got a list of brokers that you can use outside of their brokerage. So I'm assuming that's why it's like that. But those just some of the cons. The pros outweigh the cons. I got a lot more pros, but I got tired of typing. You feel me? All right. What we gonna do, I'm just gonna walk through. I like to walk it through like I'm talking to an elementary school child in the kindergarten and they learning. So we gonna start from the beginning. If you are doing it for the first time, or if you just repeat and rinse and recycle the email, these first few slides gonna be applicable in both situations. So step 1 is creating an alternate email. I say an alternate email because you don't want to use your real email the very first time you do it, because you're doing this just to try to get your feet wet. You don't want to use your real email until you say, okay, boom, I'm ready to go live. So you create an alternate email. I use Gmail. Everybody know how to use Gmail. You go through, set up an email. That's self-explanatory, but I just got it on the screen. I got it on the slides because you know you can download the slides. And if you go to the description, you can download the slides for free for all the Tim's Tidbits on Sundays. If we got slides, you can download the slides for free. You ain't got to give me nothing. I don't want nothing from you. I'm retired and I don't feel like working for nobody. This just, all of these is just how to set up a Gmail account. Once you put in your information, they ask you to verify your account through text message or a voice call. You put in your information. You see I got my stuff blurred out because you don't need to be in my business like that. All right. And then so once you verify your information, they're going to send you a code. You know what I'm saying? You put in the verification code and then boom, once you put in the verification code, you lock, cock, ready to rock. You know what I'm saying? They say that in the military. Lock, cock, ready to rock. So step two, once you get the alternate email set up, you're going to go over to NinjaTrader.com, right? That's the website right there. You can see the website. And you're going to, it say navigate to NinjaTrader.com. Then you want to go to where it say free download page. I don't know if it's still doing that, but this box right here, for some reason, can y'all see my mouth? Is my mouth? Yeah, this box right here where you see it on the screen when you first go there. Whenever I tried to use that box, it wasn't taking me to the download page. It let me go through all the, like putting in my information, but it wasn't taking me to the download page. So I usually have to do it by just clicking the free download thing right there, right? Where at in the corner where I got the red arrow, the free download, and then it takes you to the download page once you click on that, which looks like, if I get my mouse stack right, boom, looks like this. It looked like this right here, right? So you enter your email. Once you put in your email that you want, it's going to verify if it's a valid email. You see I put Spider Gang 2 because somebody already snatched up Spider Gang 1. I'm really hoping it's somebody in Spider Gang that snatched that up and not a phony faker. Yeah, so you're gonna put in your information and you're going to download. You know what I'm saying? You're going to click download. Now, once you do that, right? Once you click download, if you're rinsing and repeating, right? You don't have to do the actual downloading part. You don't have to do that, right? You just gonna hit yes for I want the free data, right? You put it in, you click download, you put in yes, I want the free data, but you're not gonna actually do the downloading part, right? So you click yes, I want the free data, right? And then you're gonna fill in your information. It's very important that you select futures where it say select class type. You see what I got over there? It says select class type and fill out form. What that means, you want free data for futures. Now, if you want free data for Forex and all that, I don't do all that. I don't, this about futures, right? It default to futures, I believe, right? You put in your information and you got to check that I'm not a robot, right? Once you do that, right? Once you do that, boom, you're going to get this page right here. Now, if this is your very first time, you're going to download and install NinjaTrader 8. Everybody know how to download and install stuff. I ain't gonna insult nobody intelligence. If this is your very first time doing it, you gonna download and install it, right? If this is not your first time doing it, if you already downloaded and installing and you just rinsing and repeating to get another 14 days, all thing you gonna do is look for the go back, Tim. You just gonna look for the confirmation email. As it says like this right here, just look in the email address that you just created, and it's gonna send you the login information. Right, and then once you do that, boom, you done downloaded, you done installed it. Now you're looking for the emails in the email that you you look for the emails in the account that you just set up. It's gonna be 2 emails. One gonna come from NinjaTrader Brokerage. That's the one that's just giving you like information and resource links and stuff like that. And it's gonna say we gonna send you your password in another email. Your password gonna be in the one that come from CQG Trader. That's where your you see it's a demo login credentials. That's where you're gonna get your login credentials from. If you're still on IG, pull up on YouTube. Y'all know what it is, the screen and everything on YouTube, right? So that's the first one. This is what the first email looked like. This is just, like some information telling you it's got some resource links and all of that right there. You got resource links down here. It's telling you about the NinjaTrader connection and all of that. You can read through it. You can do all that. It's just information, but the bread and butter, what everybody really want, they really want that second email. This little bugger right here. You're going to open the email that's coming from CQG Trader. right? And copy the login and the login credentials. This right here is just a fake demo thing that I just set up. That's why the login name and password ain't blurred out, because I don't care. I'm gonna pull up NinjaTrader in a minute with this already logged in, but this right here is good for 14 days free data, and it's for demo only. You know what I'm saying? It's for demo only. If you want to go start live trading, you got to fund your account. You got to do all, you know what I'm saying? This right here for demo only, because it's a check on there that you're going to see on the screen. That when that demo is checked, your live stuff don't work. You know what I'm saying? So you copy that information down in that email, right? Everybody tracking with me so far? If y'all tracking with me so far, put a 1 in the chat. If I'm going too fast, say Tim, langsam bitte. That's German. That means slow down a little bit, please. Langsam bitte, right? Come on, mouse. Boom. Once you launch NinjaTrader 8, right, you already installed it, you launched it, dig it. You see what this box right here say? This right here is your connection status icon, right? This little box right here in the corner. This little window that you're looking at right here, this is called the control center. This is like, I call this the brains of NinjaTrader. When you want to set up a chart, when you want to pull up your trading history, like seeing how you doing as far as like what trades you done took, when you want to pull up your executions, when you want anything that you want to do with NinjaTrader, you do it in the control center. They call it the control center. And when you open it up, it might look like a square. It might take up your whole window. It might even be a little rectangle, because you can shape it and move it how you want to. That's another con about NinjaTrader, because it be open up different windows, and when you try to close it, you mess around and close your chart. Be like, oh, I closed the chart. I ain't closed it on the what's name. But anyway, so when it's gray, when you first open it up and you're not connected to any live data, this little circle right down here in the corner is going to be gray. That lets you know you're disconnected. Green mean you connected. Yellow mean you're trying to connect. Orange, you lost connection to the price server. And red mean you lost connection to the order server. Honestly, I've never seen orange and green. I've only seen, orange and red. I've only seen gray, yellow, and green. Well, no, I seen red one time. It said connection lost, and I looked up and it was red, and then it like it had connected right back. So I only saw it for like a split second. But yeah, that's your connection indicator to let you know if you're connected or not. You're not gonna be connected until you go through these next few steps. Boom. Once you open it up, right? What you're gonna do, the third step is configuring your NinjaTrader continuum. The NinjaTrader continuum is just, I don't know why they call it that, but it's a connection. If you see up here on the menu bar up there on the control center, it says connections. That's the connection that you're gonna configure and connect through. Once you, like, if you want to use NinjaTrader and you buy a license and you buy the data, then you will set up your live connection. You know what I'm saying? You can name it, like you see mine say live NinjaTrader, and then the continuum say my NinjaTrader continuum. You can name it whatever you want to name it, like over here where it said right there, right here in this little box right here, you can change the name to whatever you want. But the first thing you want to do, you want to click on you want to select connection, right? In the available, you want to click on NinjaTrader connection in the available connections up here in the top part, right? And then if it's not down here in the configured part, you want to click on it in the top part where it says available under connections, and then click the add button down to number 3, and it'll put it at the bottom. So if it's already at the bottom, you ain't got to worry about adding it. But if it's not down here at the bottom where it says configured, you're going to click on it and then click add. Once it's at the bottom down there, the first thing you do, you're going to click on it, right? And then you're going to move up to the right side of the screen, and that's where it says username and password. That's step number 2. That's where you're going to put in the credentials from the email that you got, and you're going to hit OK. Boom. Once you hit OK, you almost there. You almost rocking and rolling, right? Boom. You might get this little screen right here. It's telling you, you know what I'm saying, some little information, whatever it say. You just hit OK. It give you some information about OCO, and I don't never use OCO, so I always hit OK and keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? This ain't everything about it. This just how Tim Rogers use it, and my screen moving again. I'm about to turn my fan off. Y'all hold on. My fan, I'm about to sweat today. My fan keep blowing my green screen away. All right, I'm back. And we back. Okay, so All right, now once you've configured it, now step 4 is to connect to it, right? So you go back to connections again on the top, step number 1, and blow it up a little bit for people with bad eyes like me. You you click on connections again, right? And it's gonna open up the connection one. Oh yeah, on this, let me go back on this right here. I forgot to make a slide of this, right? I mean, forgot to take a picture of this. But when you on this one here, when you click connection, right, for the first time, you got to click on the word configure to bring up this box right here. And I'm gonna show you that on the next screen, right? So the first time when you click on that, if you look right there in the bottom corner, it says configure. I left that off in that other step, but that's how you do it. You hit connections and you hit configure, and it brings up that configure screen. That's how you get to that other screen, right? Now, once you already configured it, you hit connection again, click on NinjaTrader Continuum or whatever you called it, whatever you named it. If you didn't change the name, it'll say My NinjaTrader Continuum, right? When you click on that, right, this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna go, it's gonna make that noise, and you're gonna see the little button in the corner is gonna turn green. That means you are connected to the live data. You connected to the live data. Once you hit out, it's gonna turn green, right? And then yeah, that's it. And then now what you want to do, this right here is just setting up your workspace. However you want to set up your workspace is up to you. The only thing I got on my workspace is a chart with NinjaTrader on the side. So that's what I'm gonna show you how to do on this right here. I got a chart and NinjaTrader on the side, right? So what you do, you're gonna go to hold on, I do that right there. We got a whole lot looking busy up there at the top. We're looking busy at the top. I just moved everybody to the bottom. We looking busy over there. I want everybody to be focused over here. So yeah, to put a chart up there. All right, y'all know like I see a squirrel, I get throwed off. You're gonna click on new up on the control center panel. You're gonna click new up there on the menu bar, and new selections or whatever you options, the new options menu will pop open, and then you just click on chart, right? Click on new, then click on chart, right? Once you select chart, then it's gonna pop up this window right here. This is like the data series window, right? Why they don't call it chart window, I don't know, but this what it's called, the data series window, because this the data that you're pulling in. What you want to do, you want to hit this drop down box where it says instrument select. You want to select your instrument. What's your instrument? It's the asset you want. It's not the asset, it's the instrument you want to trade. Like if you want to trade the ES, you would click ES. If you want to trade bonds, you would click, just say ZB for the 30 year. If you want to trade the NASDAQ, you'll click NQ. It's like the instrument that you want to trade, you'll select it out of the drop down menu, right? And once you hit the drop down menu, you want to go to futures, right? This top part up here that I got circled in yellow, this is the recently used and pinned. Like the first time you do it, you probably won't see nothing up here, right? Because these are the ones that I've recently used or pinned. As you can see, I got the ZB, the ES, the NQ, the YM, and the MES at the top, and like everything is pinned except for the MES, right? So you want to go to futures. That's the first step you want to go to, and inside futures, you want to select your instrument. And if y'all notice, MES is not in my instruments of choice, and if it's not in your instrument of choice, I'm gonna show you once I open NinjaTrader how to put it in your it's real easy. You just go into instruments and search for it, and then I'll show you how to put it in there. If it's not in your instruments of choice, I'll show you how to put it in there to select it. So boom, once you select your instrument of choice, then it's gonna open up the rest of it. It's gonna put it on the left side of the data series menu. Over here, it's going to put you, in this example, I'm using the MES. It's going to put it on the left side of the data series menu, and then the properties are going to be on the right side. And then you configure it to your heart's content, like how you want it to look. Right over here, you see you want to pick, go back, Tim. You want to, you can pick your time frame, meaning you want to put it on a daily chart, an hourly chart. Don't matter what you choose. I choose daily by default, because once you get in there and get your chart open, you can change the time frame. But when you setting the chart up initially, you got to pick a time frame. I pick it off the daily. You can style, you can pick the chart style, like if you want candles, if you want lines, if you want mountains or whatever they call them. I just stick with candles, but you can pick whatever you want, right? You can customize the candles. If you pick candles, you can change the colors of them if you want. You can change the colors of the wick. You can change all, you know what I'm saying? You can change that stuff. You can choose if you want to show or hide your executions. Like I choose to hide the executions, but you can choose to show or hide it. And I showed that on the next screen because you can't really see it on one shot on here. See, that's all the different stuff you can see, like candle wick colors, candle body outlines, candle width, how fat the candles are. I choose daily type for the data series. I choose daily candles when I'm initially doing it. Because it's 1 day. If you change that to like minutes or hours, you would just put like how many minutes you want each candle to be. I just do daily. Then the number of days you want loaded. This is the one you really want to pay attention to, because if you on, I think it default. It's got a default on some of them, and sometimes it only load 5 days. So you want to make sure. I try to have at least a year loaded on every chart that I pull up. I try to have at least a year loaded. So days loaded, I try to have it at least 365, right? And then the next thing I was talking about, like choosing to show your executions or not, it's all the way at the bottom. By default, it's set to plot. It's set to show the executions on the screen whenever you enter trades and get out of trades, right? I choose to hide it, but you don't have to choose to hide it. But if you want to hide it, it's at the bottom of the data series property window. Scroll all the way down below where the candles and stuff are, all the way to the bottom. It'll say plot executions, right? And it's default to like text and marker, I think. And I always drop it down and do not plot, because I don't want all them little arrows and all the little words on my chart, you know what I'm saying, when I'm trying to look at it, right? So moving on. Do we got any questions so far about what I'm saying about NinjaTrader? Just throw it in the chat and my sweetie will pop it up on the screen for me. All right. When you first load up NinjaTrader, right? I mean, when you first load your chart, it's not going to look like this chart I got on screen. I got a default set to have a black background with no grid lines, with my candles a certain size. It's not going to look like that when you first do it. I think the background is like gray. It have like the vertical and horizontal grid lines. I don't like all of that. And the way you customize, the way you customize that is by clicking on you can either click on the property button up there where that arrow is right here, or you can right click on the screen and go to properties. Right, just right click on the chart, go to properties, or click the property button. Right, once you click the property button, you will get a property properties menu, right? And you can go through and tailor it to your heart's content. See how I got like my chart background black, my crosshairs, that's like when I bring my crosshairs across, I got it at a, you can set all the stuff you want to set. You customize it to your heart's content. Whatever you want it to look like, you make it look like that. You can even put a picture in the background. They got a spot where you can put a picture in the background if you want it. So you just customize it to your heart's content, right? And the last thing I like to do, I like to put NinjaTrader on my screen. Well, Tim, what's NinjaTrader? Well, I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. NinjaTrader is the way to enter and get out of trades directly from the chart. And it's like it sits off to the right side. You can right click on the chart and say, you know, buy or sell at this price, or you can use NinjaTrader. How you put NinjaTrader on your chart? You go up there to the NinjaTrader icon over there, step number 1, and then step number 2, click NinjaTrader. Right? If you click off, it's going to be off. You click NinjaTrader, it's going to be on. NinjaTrader hidden. I really don't know what that do. I tried it one time. I can't see it. I don't know if it's there and I just can't see it, but it make my mind think too much, so I don't even bother with it. I just leave NinjaTrader on or off. Right? So once you put NinjaTrader on, boom, this is what it's going to look like. You got NinjaTrader over there to the right hand side of your screen. And once you put NinjaTrader on, Now all you got to do, well, if you want to chart trader on, but now all of that is configuring. Now you just configured your workspace. If you want to put multiple screens up, if you want to put indicators on there, whatever you want to do, however you want to customize your workspace, now all you got to do is save it. And how do you save your workspace? You click back on the control center, right? You click on the control center and you click workspace, and then you click save as. And when you click save as, it's going to open up a little window, like, and you name it, Spider Gang demo, and you click save. Boom. Once you click save, you have officially downloaded, installed, and set up your workspace in NinjaTrader 8, right? Once you do that, now I'm going to open up NinjaTrader 8, and I'm going to show you, once you do that, how to get out of NinjaTrader 8, because you don't want to do what I was doing and clicking on the wrong thing and close your chart and NinjaTrader still be open, and you be like, and then you exit out for real and they say, do you want to save the changes? And you say yes, and then the next time you go back in, your chart's not there no more because you told it to save it with the charts closed. All right, so here we go. Let me get this over here on this screen here, so I can go ahead and share that screen. All right. While I'm I brought Jason back to the stage. While I'm just showing this real quick, Jay, feel free to chime in, because I'm wrapping up now. I'm gonna get ready to go into the questions. Feel free to chime in with anything you want to add while I'm pulling this up.
Nah, just can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, this is amazing. This is love.
I appreciate you for pulling up, man. Taking the time to pull up.
Nah, it's all good, bro. It's all good. I just appreciate the invite. I've watched.
You say he low?
I say I appreciate the invite. I've watched a few of the tidbits, a couple of them live, a couple of them I watch, like after the fact, maybe like the next day or something like that. I get a chance to kind of check and see what you're working on, and I love the work, man. That's it.
Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Let me get my.
Oh, for the sake of protocol, do you want me to be on IG Live too, or is this fine?
Oh, this fine. I just be telling, cause I be telling IG to pull up over here.
I know a little while ago something happened with IG, and you was like, man, I'm not gonna be on here anymore. I think you were like ironing or something like that.
And they cause the fake pages. That I had the fake pages, and they were telling me the fake pages ain't doing nothing wrong by imitating me. And I was like, it just made me mad. So I'm like, I still go on there, because that's where it initially started with everybody, and everybody was like, go to YouTube anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I still be on there just for the love of the true community that started there. But like all of the screens and saving the videos, I only save it on YouTube now.
Okay, for sure. I think it's wonderful though, and I love the whole like the spider theme. Like I think it's pretty dope.
Spider Gang, yeah.
I like it.
Oh yeah, see how my control center.
Like Halloween. Have you thought about what you're gonna do for Halloween, like with the spider and that? You could have a field day with that.
I ain't even thought about that, but my mind be all over the place. So it's something gonna come to me. Then I got creative sons, so they probably gonna be like, "Dad, do this."
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, but see how my control center is really small, like, cause you can resize it and move it around, and they're disconnected from one another. Like once you open up a chart, like let me switch over to like workspace. I'm in my regular default, so I'm gonna switch over to the one that I made for the demo. So now you see it say micros default, and it say Spider Gang demo. That's the one I set up on thing. So boom, when I click on Spider Gang, it jumped over to my other screen. And you see what I'm saying? Now if I bring this back, if I put this inside here, it'll look like this is inside. It looks like it's inside there and there together, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like if I click on this screen right here, if I click on the chart is in the foreground. It's like layers, right? If I click on the control center, you're like, oh, where did my chart go? It's still there. It's just behind the control center. Right? So the way to get out of NinjaTrader is not this X right here. This X on the chart is you're going to close your chart, right? every time NinjaTrader exits, it asks you if you want to save. And if you close your chart by hitting this X, and then you come up here and you close the X on closing NinjaTrader itself and say, do you want to save changes? And you got this chart closed. The next time you open it up, your chart is not going to show up, right? I don't know how to get it back. I did that once before and I just had to reset up everything. but it's like, remember, you want to click the X on the control center to get out of NinjaTrader. That's how you want to get out of NinjaTrader. And I'm just going to hit it now. See, when I hit the X on control center, it says, do you want to save? Like, I got two different workspaces that I was in. So it's asking me about both, right? You can say yes to all, yes, cancel, but I'm just going to cancel right now because I'm going to stay in it, right? It asks you if you want to save. And as long as you hit save, it's going to save the changes. The next time you come back in, it's going to show you exactly where you left off at. Any drawings you had on there, anything like that. And like I say, I just want to do a quick overview of like how to get it, how to download. Oh yeah. Before I open up the flow for questions, if you come in and you don't have an instrument inside your list, right? You click on tools, right? And you come over here to is it instruments list? No, instruments. Let me look at instruments. It's no, it's instruments list. So you go to tools and you go to instruments list, right? And then you looking for the one you want to add to the instruments list, right? So right now I don't have the MES over here. I don't have MES over there, right? And when I look over there at the top, when we was doing let me see, tools, charts, new chart, select, you see I don't have MES under futures. It don't say MES over here, right? When I go under there. So now you come to tools, go to instrument list, right? And on the instruments list, and when I look at futures, it's not under here. You click add. When you click add, you just type in MES. I'm typing in MES right there. Say MES, futures, micro, E-mini futures, S&P 500. Boom. You click on that right there, double click it. Right now you see it in the instruments list right here. MES is right there. You hit apply, hit OK. Now when I come back to new chart, select instrument, when I go down to futures, voila, MES is there in the list now. And so if you go in and you don't see it, just, come out and go up to tools and add it to it. And then when you come back to set up your chart, boom, you can put it on there and you'll be in there. Now, with that, I'm going to close my mouth. And if anybody has questions for Mr. Jason Sweetie, this is the man. Let me stop sharing this screen. This is the man. Ah, he disconnected. He disconnected. Oh, there you go. He back. Yeah, he back now. He back. We got Mr. Jason Sweetie in the building. Y'all know that's my sweetie over there. She off the camera. She off the camera. We got Jason in the building. Like I tell people all the time, the stock market didn't allow me to retire. The stock market gave me the courage to retire, and the man that gave me the missing piece to the puzzle is on the screen with us right now. Jason is an amazing trader. He's an amazing instructor. He's like, he's such a good instructor. Sometimes I wonder if he a better instructor than he is a trader, but he's such an amazing trader. I can't say that. You see what I'm saying? It's like, and if any Bun Bullets in here, y'all better put Bun Bullet in the chat, man. Y'all better throw it up. Hey, check it out. Jason is the man that unlocked it in my mind. He gave me the missing piece to the puzzle. Once he taught me futures, I said, man, I can do. His thing is I turn people into ATMs, and that's not a lie. I said I can use the stock market, the futures part of the stock market, as daily income if I wanted to, and it's all because of what this young man taught me. And like my son and they friends, I don't know if they still say it, but they used to say no cap. They used to be like no cap. You feel me? And it's like once he taught me this skill. And I went back, and I'm telling you like this right here. If you lazy, if you don't want to put in the work, you know what I'm saying? Don't waste this man's time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sure. He'll like putting the money in his pocket if you buy his course, but don't waste his time. It's not about money for this man. It's about changing lives. It's about turning people into people who turn people into ATMs. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like the man is serious about his craft. He take away time from his family to educate people. Shout out the cousin Spice. You know what I'm saying? Spice be running the trade room now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spice is an excellent trader. Y'all done seen Spice on here. Spice been on here.
Yeah.
This man taught me everything I know. 90% of what I know about futures. He laid the foundation for my futures trading. So if you got any questions for him, I'ma shut up. I know I can run my mouth. If you got any questions for him, the floor is y'all's to go ahead and ask this man any questions. And while we waiting on questions to come in, Jason, just share who you are with the people. Share, you know what I'm saying, what your money making machine course is. And again, he gave me a affiliate. I got an affiliate link now. Y'all can go back through all the Tim's Tip videos. Do I need to pull up the slide to show you? I been shouting out Bun Bullets. You know what I'm saying? So if you use my link now, it is affiliate link. So nobody can't say you just saying that cause you make. I've been shouting. This man taught me. I've been shouting this out.
It's love. It's love. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I think it's important for moments like this. For everybody that's here. How can I say it? You know, you walk, say you on a walk and you walking in a forest. It's a big old forest for as far as your eye can see, it's trees in every direction. You know, all that started with one seed. It's one seed started the whole game. The power of a seed is its ability to truly replicate itself. You see, like a seed doesn't just bear fruit, a seed bears seed. You dig what I'm saying? Type of why in the chat what I'm saying. A seed doesn't just bear fruit, it bears seed. I'm so grateful and honored because a seed was planted in me to grow and serve. A seed was planted in me to understand the financial markets. A seed was planted into me to share the knowledge that I had with people who wanted it, you know? And I'm grateful today because like the seed didn't just become a fruit. Like Tim didn't just pay off his house or get off his job. You know, that would have been fruit enough, but the seed is bared a seed. Like sitting back here and watching, like he's walking you through how to do it. Like he's a teacher then begat a successful student, a teacher begat a teacher. And I'm happy. I don't know. I'm Jason, by the way. I'm from Miami, Florida. The 305, everybody know what it is. And if you don't, get up from up under that rock you under, because that's where I'm from. I'm very proud of my hometown. I'm a keyboard player. Oh, what's going on? I see the queen in the building. Peace to you, peace to you, peace to you. Oh man, you know, I got to button up now. You know what I'm saying? We got royalty. It ain't just some bullies in here. We got to sit up straighter now. Let me change my computer angle. You know, but it's not just I'm proud of where I'm from. I'm proud of what I do. I'm Jay. I'm a keyboard player, you know, by profession. The whole thing about it was that the keyboard, it wasn't reliably paying me for what I needed in my life. Like I would get a gig, I would set it up, and we would, you know, about to play that gig on Saturday. And what would happen is somebody would cancel that gig, and the money would be taken from me. And I didn't want that anymore. I wanted to be able to control what I like to call my money faucet. If I wanted money to run like crazy, I can open up the faucet and it'll run like crazy. And if I wanted to turn it off, I could turn it off and it would slow down. And I wanted to be in control of my own money faucet. And man, you know, thank God trading allowed me to do that. You know, if I needed $3,000 in a day, because I had a $3,000 expense coming up, I could sit at my computer and I could, you know, get close. I can maybe $2,700 or $3,500. I'd do it. And that's just because of a skill, your ability to see the market. So that's a little bit about me. Keyboard player turned trader, trader turned teacher, teacher turned ATM maker turned people that turn other people into ATMs. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my matriculation. That's how it happened for me. And that's the biggest blessing in my life. Some people want a lot of money. What I want is a lot of people who know that I'm a stand-up guy. Because money isn't money, people are money. Money isn't a resource. People are resources. When you go get money, you get it from a person. You give them something, they give you something back. You know what I'm saying? So it's transactional. And you give your job, your skill, and in return, they pay you back money. If you stop giving them your skill, they'll stop paying you. You see what I'm saying? I thank God that right now I don't have to be so transactional in my life as it pertains to my um as it pertains to my education. I can just be helpful. I can be nice to people who would talk crazy about me. I can show love to people who doubt me, because at the end of the day, you might not think this forest gonna grow, baby, but the forest gonna grow, because I know if you plant a seed, it's coming up. Not all of my students are like Tim. Not all of them turn into that. I'm gonna be honest. Some of them just make a lot of money and ride up into the sunset, but it takes a particular kind of heart and a special sort of man to say, I'm going to take my Sunday. Sunday's a special day. That's when everybody's about to go back, to school or back to work. And that's when you fold up your clothes. That's when you have your sit down dinner. That's when your time is with your family. Some people even call it the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? It's a time where you should be pushing away from everything else and just focusing on your family. And I appreciate the fact that Tim, like they used to say in church, thought it not robbery. He thought it not robbery to share a little bit, So that's what it is. That's me. Questions, I'm open to them, any and all. I'm here with Tim, and it's gonna be recorded, so let's get it in. They think that we don't teach, but we'll teach a little bit. Let's go for it.
All right. We got one. We got one. That's classic boss lady right there. She say, "Do you trade other indexes or commodities outside of the ZB?"
No. I trade the S&P, and I trade the bonds. I can trade other things, but it's like say if I can make $10,000 trading one thing, or I have to make $10,000 trading 10 things. Like I'd rather just watch one thing and trade it and make the money I want to make. I don't have to kind of see other places or see other things. It's like my bag. The way that I look at that classy is like this. Like, we never asked Dennis Rodman to score 40 points. We only wanted him to rebound. That's what he could do. That's what helped us win. For me, in my household, I got a role to play. My wife say, just do what we expecting you to do. My kids say, hey, just do what we expecting you to do. Now, as easy as I can get that done, I will get it done as easy as possible. And I know I don't have to look at 25 things every day. I don't have to see if 40 CEOs are doing their job. I don't have to worry about earnings reports. I don't have to worry about that. I just do my little job. My little job, I watch this ZB, I watch this S&P, I make the money that we need, I shut the computer down.
Okay. Appreciate that, Mark. You a solid dude too. um, we got. Oh, somebody say this gonna be their 1 year anniversary. Playboy
Yo,
Trey.
what's
Playboy Trey
up?
says it's gonna be his
Hey,
1 year
that's beautiful,
anniversary.
baby. Hey, put in the chat what you done learned and how far you come. If you passed the combine, if you traded live, if you ever made money live, if you ever made money in the combine, if you ever had a funded account, drop it in the chat, man. And
Yeah,
congratulations
Playboy
on your
Trade. Yeah,
birthday.
put that in the chat and share with us like part of your journey. BD, the cousin BD, shout out BD, he in the building. He say of all the vehicles, why ZB? I because they pay the most. No. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. It'll be a whole lot of retail traders. If you heard, I don't even know you heard Tim that the CME opened up a micro 30 year
Oh, really?
to attract more retail traders to the asset class. I think it's one of the most best kept secrets. BD, if I had to be honest with you, the reason why I think the ZB is the best, I call the ZB the schoolmaster. The schoolmaster. The reason I call it the schoolmaster is because it's the best place to learn how things should work. Now, once you're done learning, the ZB really does show you the support, the resistance, the shapes, the candle patterns, the movement is so pure. It really lets you know how buyers and sellers negotiate with one another in the market in a visual fashion. Now, what tends to happen, BD, is after I teach people how to trade, I teach them on the bonds. They'll take what I taught them and then put it in other places. Say, for example, when you learn to drive, you didn't learn on the expressway. You learn how to drive maybe in a parking lot. Then it went from a parking lot to the neighborhood. You see what I'm saying? The principles that you learned in that parking lot, you applied to the expressway. But it was the parking lot where you learn how it really goes, how to start, how to stop, how to put it in first gear, move it from second gear to third, how to use your clutch. You see what I'm saying? All of those principles were established in a safe environment. And for me, I found the bonds, because they move so methodically, because they move slowly, because they move with intention, it allows the trader or the newbie investor, or even a more settled or seasoned investor, to really see how buyers and sellers communicate with one another. Now, once they learn those principles from the bonds, you could take them and put them wherever you want to go. So my students, they'll learn from me, then they'll go trade the hog futures, they'll go trade the oil, they'll trade orange juice, they'll go trade stocks with it, they'll manage their portfolio with it, they'll trade indexes with it. But the truth of the matter is, this is the schoolmaster. The bonds are the best place that I have found in the market. And I've seen all the instruments. They're the best place to explain the way buyers and sellers communicate with one another, and how you can be on the right side of that communication. Make sense?
Okay, okay. I be messing up names, but B Ball said, "Oh, that's my mama right there." She said, "Great representation of what come out of 305." You know, I was born and raised in Lauderdale. You know what I'm saying? Mama said that's a great reputation.
I'm a 305 representative, baby. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Oh yeah. Classic. MAB said, "Love your course." You
Thank
know what
you.
I'm saying?
Make
Boogie
sure
the
you go
train.
back and
Appreciate
check
you
in
too,
class
Boogie.
if you haven't seen it in a long time. I just put in 2 new courses for you. I put in a 21-day quick start course, and I also put in how to make a real trade plan. So if you haven't been in your Teachable in a while, go back and visit, because there's some more resources in there for you, free of charge.
Yeah, and dig it. The 21 day, that, like I was saying, if you lazy, don't waste this man time. He walk you through it step by step. It's like I've been in Bun Bullies. I bought it back in
20.
October 2020.
Yeah,
It was like
20.
October 2020 when I bought it, and I still be going in there looking at stuff right now to this day. And I've been looking. I done went through like I think like day I'm at like day 5 or 6 with a
Right.
21 day, but it
Right.
walk you through it makes you do it step by step. You got to do the work. There ain't nothing gonna help you if you don't do the work. That's what I
Right.
was saying.
Sure.
I just seen the cousin Playboy Trey. He say he passed the Apex Combine in
Yeah.
February this year.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone I met through Jay. Hey man,
Hey,
Bun Bullet.
shout out to Playboy Trey. Way to
You know what I'm
go,
saying?
baby.
And for anybody that's on that don't know what a combine is, a combine
Yes.
is when it's like you pretty much you go and you pay to take a test, right?
Hmm.
And once you pass that test, the
Hmm.
people give you a certain amount of money to trade for them, and it's typically like a 80-20, 90-10 split on the profits on the other end. You keep the bigger percentage, and you're trading with other people's money. It's
Right.
like if you feel like, hey, I don't want to risk my own capital at this, but I got this skill, you can join the combine, pay to pass the test, and once you pass the test, they'll
Right.
give you money to trade for them. A lot of them do 100,000, do 250,000, 500,000, but it's different combines that you can pass. They got their own rules to, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, what you do, because you're trading their money, but it's a good way to make money without using your own money. I'm just lazy and retired, and I don't want to work for nobody.
But that's what a lot of big traders, they use other people's money. When people say assets under management, what they're saying is somebody else funded Warren Buffett, Paul Tudor Jones, and all of these other fantastic traders and investors. They get money from other people to go into the markets with. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have money to start, or even if you have money and don't wish to risk your own capital, or if you risk your capital and other people's capital on the decisions that you make in the market, you have the freedom to do that, because, hey, it's afforded to you. If you have the skill, You can make the money, no problem.
Yeah. Piano player. They say, how do you know when to move from sim? I'm gonna
Mm,
take this one, Jay.
great, great question.
I'm gonna say I don't. You know what I'm saying? We got the man of the hour here, but Spider Gang, y'all already know how I feel about this right here. Every individual person's journey is different, risk
Hmm.
tolerance is different.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you should only move from sim to live when you are comfortable doing so. I
Mm.
can't tell you that. Jason can't tell you. Nobody can tell you that. The only thing that we can say is do the work, back test, trust the process, right? Just like Jason was saying, like starting out driving, right? I'm gonna use the analogy of riding a bike. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Your dad can hold on to that seat, you know what I'm saying? But until you're ready to balance yourself, no matter how many times your dad let go, you're gonna keep falling until you're ready. So when
Hmm.
you're ready, you know when you're ready to go live. It's like, are you going to get some scrapes? Are you going to lose some trades? Yes, you are. That's why risk management is so important. But
Hmm.
you're the only one that can let yourself know when you're ready to go
Hmm.
from sim to live. Because them live feelings hit a whole lot different.
Right, right. I would definitely add to that. The reason a father lets go is because he feels comfortable about the kid's ability to ride, right? The reason you fall is because you're not yet comfortable with your ability to ride. It takes faith of a father to let the seat go. And what we have to do is be okay with falling, and we have to make falling as safe a process as possible. Now, I can't fall, like a dad can't fall for you. They can only let you fall for yourself. You know, now how can you create safety as you fall? So, what I explain in the how to make a trade plan course, and even it's hinted on like day 18 or day 19 of the 21-day start. You have to start thinking about whether you want to be sim forever or whether you want to jump into a combine and go live. And the reason I encourage that is because we don't pay our bills in sim. You know what I'm saying? We pay our bills with real money. So we're not in this game just to be smart and know what the candles are going to do. We're in this game to profit from the knowledge we possess. All right. We're not in here for sim. We're in here, not even in here for pride. We're in here for the sake of making money. Don't let it be confused. You want to get to the point where you can make money. One thing's got to happen. If you're afraid, I want you to make a checklist for yourself of what will make you jump off the porch. All right. So that checklist, it can look like this. Hey, I want to trade profitably for 5 days in a row. Or I want to be able to make X amount of dollars per day for at least X amount of days. But what I want you to do is you have to get off the porch at some point. You have to go live at some point because there is no greater education about who you are inside than taking a live loss, taking the fall. Take the fall, scrape the knee, hurt the ankle. You've got to feel like what that is. You got to feel it because in my course, I can't teach you that. I can't teach you how to react, right? I can give you my journey psychologically as I reacted to my failures, blowing a combine, blowing money, being in a trade room with 140 people and losing $3,000. What does that do to your pride? What does that do to your emotion? The thing about it is you've got to get in there after you know what you know, and you've still got to do the work. And 99% of the work is not technical. It's not fundamental. It's not even financial because if we lose money, we've lost money before. We made it back. 99% of that work is emotional and psychological. You've got to get in there and you got to know what it means to get hit and then how to shake that hit off and still keep a calm mind frame. And a lot of what I'm educating these days, Tim, believe it or not, is on that. I can teach you the trades in 45 seconds, but I can't teach you how you're going to react. There's a video I shot years ago. It's called The Two Mountains Every Trader Must Climb. First mountain is how to trade. The second mountain is how you trade. Maybe you trade at night. I don't. Maybe you trade with 10 contracts. I don't. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be willing to give yourself a chance to fall, knowing that you're surrounded with people that are willing to risk their Sundays, people whose wives will sit with them while they do this. Now, you got to imagine how special that is. A man is not just here to teach you, his wife is on the same boat. They, you know, and you have to realize that if you take a fall, somebody's around here to pick you up. Somebody's around here to dust you off. Somebody's around here to tell you you can do it. Somebody's around here to tell you I've been there before and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go for it.
Yeah. We done been on for an hour. We ain't gonna hold Jason forever. So I
No.
already told Clarence we got two more. One on the screen. We already picked out the two.
I'll
So
try and be brief. I'll try and be brief, Tim. And if you want to fit them all, because I don't want nobody to go without their question unanswered. You know how I feel about that. We'll start being real. Let's call it the lightning round. Try and get as many of them as you can, and I'll limit my answer to 30 seconds. Is that cool?
okay,
All
okay,
right.
we're gonna do a lightning round. So if y'all got anything for the lightning round, right? I already picked out two. But if y'all got anything for the lightning round, add it in. So we got Jade Alexander say, what's your comment on how the bonds moving these days?
I think that there are so many different things that are impeding on the bond's growth. So the bond is the United States of America's ability to pay people back, right? And what happens is people buy bonds, and what they expect is a payback over time. So what that is a judgment of faith. So there are a lot of things affecting the good faith and trust of the United States of America. I don't think that the problem is just domestic, and I don't think that the problem is just international. I don't think it's just war. I don't think it's just Bitcoin and crypto. I don't think it's just fiat currency and how much they print it. I don't think it's just the debt ceiling. And I don't think it's just spending. There are so many different things that are bothering it. What we have to do, JD, more than anything, is believe what the charts are telling us. Kramer's going to lie. I'm going to lie. Everybody's going to lie. What will never lie is when and how the candles move. The candles only move if somebody puts money down or picks it up. Okay? Trust the candles. You dig? Is this
Do
banana
you
player?
currently play a piano player said, do you currently play at a church weekly?
No, I do not. Thank God. And soon you won't either. You won't have to.
Which combine does Jay like the most?
I have different ones, and different ones do different things. Most recently in my community, Sam Strong did a training on his CAST system, CAST, and it's a combine account stacking system that he has created. There are some that are good because they pay so often. Maybe one pays weekly while another pays monthly. Some that are good because they are easier to get into. It might only cost you $20 to take a $25,000 combine, while on another combine, the $25,000 combine might be $100. So they all have different virtues and vices. My thing is get educated about them all and learn them all. If you have a combine question, I promise you there will be nobody better to contact than a guy by the name of Sam Strong. He's a fantastic bully. He's actually training right now. Bully mentorship is upon him. He's already in mentor training, and he's already showing the fact that he's here to serve. He ran a 1 hour training, and we're going to do a reboot of that 1 hour training in another week or so on a Monday night, where he's going to come forward and explain that system one more time. Because it is possible for you to, in a matter of months, get $1 million to manage. If you know how to have the skill, and if you stack those accounts properly. We have people that since he's done that training, they stacked 4 accounts. He did the training 2 weeks ago. They have stacked 4 accounts, 25,000, 25,000, a 150, and a 200, all at the same time. So now that person is managing $400,000, but you just need to know which ones you're getting in and why.
Yep. And shout out Mark that's trading with a dummy. He I don't know if y'all saw his comment earlier where he was talking about a lot of people misunderstood his review of Jay's course, but he still
That's because
stand by it.
he left the misunderstanding to be open. He left it open to be misunderstood. I was like, what?
But
A lot of
he
people
did.
misunderstood
He
because it
did.
was very clickbaity and it made it seem like I'm here to steal from people. Yeah, that's it. You left it to be misunderstood. You can't say loud you can't say loud something and then say quiet to fix it. You got
Yeah.
to say it just as loud,
You
and
said
then
just
that'll
as
be the vibe.
loud.
Because
Y'all know,
what he
hey,
did say, hey, Tim,
everybody in my family keep it real now. You know we keep it real.
hey, Tim, what he did say is when he called me and I was out with my family, I picked up the phone and we talked. What he didn't say is when I was in, and this wasn't once, it's 3-4 times. He didn't say that part, but that's neither here nor there. What I did was serve to the best of my abilities, to the best of my abilities. And as the need of my students grew, of course, the community has got to grow and morph and change as well. That's what happened. But it's love. It's all love to Mark. It's love to everybody. But if we're going to keep it a band, let's keep it a band. And I'm with Tim now. So this ain't one of them regular podcasts where I have to, keep the little suit and tie vibe on. I'm going to tell the truth.
What's your what's your go-to intraday setup?
Whatever they give me. Whatever they give me.
Trade
Like
what you
I
see.
think of trading the same way I think of boxing. Like if you come to the boxing ring, you have to prepare your jab, your hook, your cross, your uppercut. You have to have good endurance. You have to have good stamina. So you prepare everything, and then you face your opponent. So Monday they might not give you no jabs. They might give you only lead left hooks. So that's what you can get. So I don't have a go-to. What I have is whatever they will give me. If they're going to give me 3 points, 2 points at a time, I'll take it. If they're going to give me a big, huge 20-point move, I'll take it. If it's buying, I'll take it. If it's selling, I'll take it. If it's MBIB, I'll take it. If it's a gap, I'll take it. If it's two candle, I'll take it. If it's levels, I'll take it. If it's double tops, I'll take it. If it's head and shoulders, I'll take it. If it's withdrawal liquidity, I'll take it. If it's liquidity overload, I'll take it. I'll just take whatever they give me because I'm here to get the money and get out. You see what I'm saying?
All right, last one. Should I redo the course before coming to the live room? I've been practicing a few months.
Totally up to you. I think that immersion is the best way to educate. Like if you want to learn Spanish, either you can take Rosetta Stone or you can move to Spain. For me, I like immersion because I don't want to be a struggling student for 12 months when I can be a struggling student for 4 months. So immersion is my favorite thing. Like, hey, I want to watch it in the video. I want to watch the video. I want to hear them talking about it. I want to watch them do it. I want that. But if you want to take your time, you can take your time. It's up to you.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Jason, for coming on, man. Appreciate you for taking the time. Mark say I still love the course. Click that one, baby.
Make
Mark say I
it
still
make a video for it then.
make
Yeah, you
punch,
still love
hey, punch him in the goose the next time you see it. Just hit it right there.
it.
I ain't gonna draw nobody attention to that plaque that's behind Jason head right there.
Don't do that.
I ain't gonna tell y'all what that say.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I put it up
Hey,
there to remind me. Just put the camera this way. It's easy.
but but I if I can say I highly recommend Jason course. I look at what JD Alexander said.
JD the real deal.
I
JD
can't
don't
say
know me and her used to talk. She's a court stenographer, everybody. So what JD would do is be in court and she'll see a trade coming and the judge would take a recess. She'll go to the hallway, make $1,500 real fast and go back to court. One of the craziest, coolest things I ever seen, man. JD's amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm a bun bullet for life. Hey, I'm a bun bullet. I'm down with S2F, stocks to freedom, baby. I'm a come up cousin. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm part of Spider Gang. Let me show you the spider. Y'all see the spider?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
part of
it.
Spider Gang. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
it's
JD, I
like,
thought you was a stunt for you, a lawyer. I'm sorry. JD's a lawyer that would leave court from going to law school.
oh,
So
I'm a
L1,
lawyer.
L2. She took a combine to get into law school. So she took the LSAT, got in, did L1, did her L2s, found a firm. She's in court being a lawyer. The judge takes a recess. She goes to the hallway, makes $1,500 on the trade, then comes back and argues and wins the case. Shout out to JD.
That's dope. But yeah, man. As always, Jason, you know what it is, man. Appreciate you for coming on. Appreciate for everybody for putting up with your questions. Like I say, this young man right here, you know what I'm saying? He gave me the missing piece to the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? I when I the day I was retiring, I was in the room with the bun bullies. You know what I'm saying? I showed them a countdown. Like I hadn't broken down to the hours by then. I was doing like days, but I had like 2 hours left. I had broken down to the hours. My sweetie said, "Thanks for the missing piece."
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Tim, if I can stop you, I just want to stop you and I want to say this, and this I'll take my time with. I know that you're in a rush and I can smell the food downstairs in my house cooking too. But I'll just say this, you say I did something for you. Okay, right? You still did the work. You still studied. You still did that. And the words say study to show yourself approved. You know what I'm saying? A workman need not be ashamed, rightfully dividing the word of truth is how it continues. So I don't want you to think I'm misquoting it. God wasn't talking about trading, but it's the truth. If you study, you'll show yourself approved. You dig? But the second part of that is what you did for me. See, if I went and I said, I turned people into ATMs and wasn't no ATMs around, then I might as well just be a liar. You know what I'm saying? The beauty of the tree is that it doesn't lie. If it's an orange tree, oranges will soon come out. Or it is not an orange tree. You remember that story in the word where the master was walking by and he saw the fig tree? It was very green and beautiful, but it had no fruit. You remember? So the master cursed the tree and kept on going about his business. A few days later, him and the disciples are coming back. And when he saw the tree, the disciples saw it and they all say, isn't that the tree the master cursed? And you see it's withered now. The truth of the matter is everybody's on the internet and and rightfully so. People are good, whatever. Everybody's saying, I can do this. I can do this. I'll do this for you. It's an ad. I'll do this for you. Just buy my course. Learn from me. I'll do this, right? The only reason it's true is because you exist. Like without children, I can't call a woman a mother. It's not the woman that makes themselves the mother. It is the child that bestows the title. And just in that same case, it is not me who makes me an ATM creator. It is people like you and others that have taken what I have learned and taken what I have taught them and then went and took it to the moon, done things that I have never done. For example, I have students that have made $112,000 a day. I have students who have made $300,000 in a day. These are things I have never done. I've never made six figures in a day. I got really close one time. I was about $7,000 away, but I've never made six in a day. And these people are making more than one. You dig? I can only be what I say I am. I'm only the tree that I say I am if the fruit come out. All I'm saying, Tim, is that I'm grateful to you because you prove that I'm not lying. Your work proves that I'm not lying. And not only that, because anybody can make money. Hey, you can only buy or sell. So it's a 50-50 situation anytime you look at it anyways. So if you put a computer in front of a monkey, they can click a button. So let's take profitability out of the way. Look at the essence of what you are though, Tim. You retired. Your wife will be retired in a minute. I already know what the game is.
You better preach. You better say it.
Your house is paid off. Your vehicles, they are paid off and your children are kept. But in all of your accomplishments, guess what you did? You came back to help somebody else. Now, for me, and I feel like I'm about to cry. For me, that is a testament of my course, not the money. When he got around me, he started doing what I was doing, giving it, helping, sacrificing. And I know people hitting you up on DMs. They asking for questions. So you answering DMs. I know what it looked like, Tim. And I know what it's doing with your spouse. Because when you would be rubbing her feet, now you got your cell phone and you holding it. I know what it looked like,
Looking at the
dog.
London market.
Dog, I know what this looked like. I know what serving looks like. I'm just happy because you prove you are a living testament that what I teach works. But deeper than that, what I believe is the best way of life. You chose to learn, so now you got bread. But you chose, I mean, your whole family, y'all chose to serve. Because you can go to church on Sunday and someone will pray for you and you will get a healing. But you can also come to these Sundays and you'll get a different kind of healing. I like that, Mimi. Financial church with Pastor Tim and co-pastor, you dig? You got to understand what it is, what God is doing. And I know it seemed like it's a little thing. I'll bring it all the way 360. It seems small, but I'm telling you, a whole forest come from a seed. Today, you can reach out to him. But I'm telling you, if he keep doing this like what he doing, it might be 6 months, it might be a year, it might be 2 years, but it'll be real hard to get him on the phone again because he's so talented. Do you think that Tony Robbins won't see the fact that he can turn $1 into 7 and then give him $100 million so he can make $1 billion with it? You don't think that that'll happen? I think it'll happen. You don't think that these people need somebody like him? You better cherish the seed while it's that, because I'm telling you, just like he say, he'll be gone just that fast. It'll be hard to get him. You can't find them. You have to thank God for what is happening right now. And I'm so grateful for you, Tim, because you are a living testament that not only can we make money as bullies, but we can serve one another to the best of our abilities as bullies. Prepare PowerPoints to present to one another. Not ask another for a dime. Do you know the man said that you can go back to all of his trainings and download all the slides for free? When the last time somebody gave you something for free for their hard work and sacrifice? When the last time? People, everybody's not doing this. Go ask another one to see if they do it. Hey, come to me. We do monthly trainings. I ain't about to be up here every week like this. I had my 2019, 2020 when my wife had to tell me to lay down. Tim is the real deal. I'm telling you now, I know what it cost. And this is a beautiful thing. I want to take a picture of it. And I suggest everybody do it too. Pull out your phones. Everybody, do what I'm telling you to do, because just me. Do it. Pull out your videos. And I want you to video where you at right now. Video that. I'm videoing it. And just say how special it is. And then when you're done, post it to Instagram and tag that man. Post it. Share it. You speak good. Speak well of him. Speak well of him. Because not only did he learn, but after he learned, he turned around and helped to teach somebody. In my fraternity, we call that lifting as you climb. He climbing still. He don't have everything he want, but while he climbing, he's willing to lift. This is special. And brother, everything that you think I did for you, brother, you did more for me. I'm telling you, you did more for me. You did more for me. You did more for me. You know how many people I taught how to make $1 million and they said my name to the closet?
Y'all know I got old and sappy. You about to make me tear up. You better stop.
Love, baby. Love to you, big dog. Because they don't see black men like this. When they see us, we got on jerseys. When they see us, we are black on black crime. They don't tell us black on black.
Put your jersey up. This my jersey. Put your jersey up. A trade like Jay. I got options. I buy them, I sell them. These are new jerseys.
It's them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that this is special. And I can't wait till you put it out, because when you put it out, I'm going to put it way out. And shoot, I might take me some money and spend it so we put some ads on it. Yeah, this is the new black on black crime. I'm black and he black and she black, and we going to go into this market and we going to take back everything. Yeah, we take it. It's the new black on black crime. I love it.
They firing shots. We ain't gonna fire shots. We gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. Appreciate you, Jason. Hey, I know your wife cutting onions. Cutting onions. You tell them beautiful young ladies you got, and you tell your queen I said hello, man.
No, no.
We appreciate you for pulling up. Everybody, like I say, this man, he taught me how to trade futures. I can highly recommend his course. I've been recommending his course for a while. You know what I'm saying? If you want to learn how to trade futures from somebody in the most structured and informative way that I've seen, tap into Jason Sweet's course. Tap the link in my description. Tap the link in my Instagram bio. If you want to stick around with Tim Rogers and learn everything for the free 99, do that too. Cause I'm out here for the free. I told God, if you bless me with this right here, I'm gonna treat it like the gospel. I'm gonna share it far, wide, and free. It's up to you to take advantage of it. And with that being said, man, y'all know what it is. Till the next time, we gone. Hey, man. Hey, I appreciate you.